Are we man-spreading enough? Restoring gut health to get back to peak energy and weight.
Ooh.
Okay, now, so first off, Josh, so you're assuming that gut health is essential for that, and I tend to agree with that hypothesis, by the way. However, we have to remember that, you know, the current hypothesis about what makes someone sick and what makes someone healthy is subject to new information, right? We don't know that, you know, our current hypothesis about the microbiome is necessarily correct. You know, so, you know, you have to remember that, you know, we always have this thought that current science is the be-all end-all, that we've finally figured it out. It's possible that the hypotheses that we're making now about the importance of the microbiome will be completely thrown out by something else.
Oh, so you're saying his question may not even be the question he's trying to ask, because he's asking the question based on something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, I'm prefacing it with that because I'm, you know, more and more I'm cautious about saying these things. Like 2 years ago, I probably would have said like, oh man, gut health is so important. Being a guy who has struggled with gut problems since he was a teenager, and when the, you know, the medical community did not have any way of resolving it, I had to look into all sorts of different, you know, potential ways of dealing with it. So, you know, I had, you know, from when I was a kid, I mean, you know, the persistent gut problems that I had, and I experienced this all throughout my Army career. After that, you know, it's been like, you know, they said it was an ulcer. It was once IBS, it was once Crohn's, it was once ulcerative colitis, it was once all these different things. I was told I had rheumatoid arthritis and that I had to stop exercising. I'm 50 now, motherfuckers. You know, the guys who told me to stop exercising, you know, 15 years ago, and that my joints were going to deteriorate and that I would be, you know, I would be weak and frail within a couple of years. Doctors gave me that fucking death sentence. And I mean, you're seeing me uncharacteristically riled up here about this because, man, if I had listened to that shit,
You would be dead.
I would be dead. I would have allowed it to destroy me.
Yeah.
And I believe that the power of the mind.
It would have happened just like they said.
That's right.
That's what's crazy.
The mind is way more powerful than most of us know. I mean, the nocebo effect and the placebo effect are evidence enough to show us that what we believe about our bodies is very important. It's also limiting. It's limiting. I mean, so when the medical community says that there's nothing you can do about it, there's nothing you know I can do about it. Doesn't mean there's no solution out there. And in an infinite universe, there is a solution. Right? So what I finally rested upon, and by the way, Josh, I will tell you, I mean, I tried all the drugs, you know, that they tried to give me, right? You know, when they said it was an ulcer, they gave me, I mean, if you do actually have an ulcer, now there are antibiotics they can give you to destroy the Helicobacter pylori bacteria, which in a lot of cases actually clears up ulcers, right? This is a, you know, wonderful new advancement. Didn't work for me. You know, the treatments that they give you for IBS, Crohn's, and all the autoimmune things, and the rheumatoid arthritis and all that, they give you basically, you know, anti-inflammatory drugs that end up destroying your liver and cause all kinds of other inflammation and you know, problems in your body. So, you know, I didn't want any of that. So I started going down, you know, alternative routes. You know, I tried everything from, you know, I was a vegetarian, I was a lacto-ovo-vegetarian, I was a 80-10-10 raw vegan, you know, pretty strictly for a year. And I did, you know, so many different things. You know, I was doing, you know, paleo diet. I tried, you know, all sorts of different, you know, ways of restoring the microbiomal health in the gut, you know, the combinations of, you know, herbs to destroy the pathogenic organisms, and then, you know, probiotics to restore the healthy ones. I mean, and again, this is our current understanding. We don't, you know, we're dealing with this very new field, right?
Yeah, and then probiotics how? It's like yogurt or the pills or like the live, like, I mean, geez.
I tried like all of it, man, like every way you could imagine, you know. I mean, the only thing I didn't do, I'll just say, and which, by the way, of all of those different things, is the only one known to be effective so far. And it's a very gross thing, so if you're squeamish, you might want to turn the volume down.
I think I know what this is already.
Yeah, fecal transplantation.
Yeah. I've heard of this.
Hey, man, I mean, if you got to deal with the kind of pain that these gut problems cause, you won't laugh at that.
Yeah, you'll do anything.
I mean, you'll do whatever. Yeah, I mean, like find me somebody with healthy poo.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and who knows? Maybe someday I'll try that. But what I eventually, you know,
if you need a donor, I'll hook you up. I got your back, man. You're my man. You're my friend.
I don't know how healthy your poo is, man. I've seen you eat, brother. I don't know. I was giving you a hard time. You know, Mitch is on a path now of getting his fitness in, and you're doing very well, by the way. And what I finally found, 9-ish months ago, which has been the most effective thing I've tried so far, is something I would have thought was crazy years ago. It's the carnivore diet. And I do a very strict form of carnivore, and you guys know, you guys can attest to this. I live with you guys. You guys can say this. So
You've only beef,
what do I consume?
water, beef. The beef is now, so he went
Grass-fed.
went from cooked beef to like dehydrated beef, so the enzymes don't get ruined.
Yeah.
So he's essentially eating raw beef, but it tastes cooked. It actually tastes delicious, like beef jerky.
Yeah.
And then you also ghee.
Ghee. Yeah.
And
It's all
disgusting,
grass-fed.
obnoxious amounts of ghee.
Yeah.
Make me gag when I see it.
Yeah, I know. And
It looks like a bowl of ice cream he's eating that with the.
And Dr. McDougall, the vegan hero, says the fat you eat is the fat you wear. Tell me all about that, Dr. McDougall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny?
I eat obscene amounts of fat.
Well, and according to normal literature, you shouldn't have taken one crap in the last 6 months.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, and my poos are a lot healthier now. A little TMI, a little too much information for some of you guys.
You mean without fiber?
Without fiber, man.
No.
I would have thought this is crazy too, man. Like I know that there are people who hear this and they're like, that's crazy. Well, I can tell you about my experience. I can tell you that there is, a group of people in Hungary. There is a clinic called Paleomedicina, which is actually supervising people curing all manner of autoimmune conditions with the carnivore diet. So anyway, I mean, does this mean that humans are actually carnivorous? I mean, I don't know. You could say it's an elimination diet.
There's things we don't know. I mean, the whole idea is like
things we don't know.
They say you need fiber to have healthy digestion, but
Yeah.
then some people are saying, which is actually kind of logical,
Yeah.
that it's possible that the vegetables and the fruits and the plants that you eat
Yeah.
are, because you eat them, then
Yes.
you require fiber you require more fiber to digest them. But if you're not eating them, then the body doesn't really require fiber.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. And it's the same thing with the vitamin C. I mean, it should be a medical marvel that we carnivores, and I have to count myself among them now because I'm pretty much one of them. I mean, I don't know when I'm going to stop doing this because I mean it's working well for me.
Yeah, it's a split test till you find something better.
So I find something better. Yeah. I mean, if somebody could teach
Like
me,
sun gazing.
yeah, right.
Like that meme with she opens up her asshole and then lets the sun in.
Maybe that's the
Your morning,
secret.
your morning breathing.
Yeah, I'd try whatever,
Breathe in
man.
through your ass, the sun, bro.
I'm open to any damn thing. I'll tell you.
How
when you have health
gaping?
problems,
Are you gaping?
oh God, I'm sure there's a name for that yoga move somewhere, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you, as a copywriter, you probably come up with a good one for it. But anyway, I mean, if somebody could teach me how to eat ice cream and not have problems and still be jacked and healthy, I would do it in a heartbeat, man.
Called bulimia, bro.
It's called bulimia.
It's old,
Yeah.
but it works.
Yeah, that'll keep you skinny, but not a healthy skinny. I don't think you can be jacked and bulimic.
Well, yeah. See, it's like it's like that cat vacuum. You automatically get the ab workout at the same time.
Oh yeah, just got to chew up some grass, man, like they do. Whenever they get a hairball, they just go chew some grass, and it makes them gack up the hairball.